So we're Sean and Rhonda Sperry,
Sean and I have two boys. Their names are Brandon and Chandler.
and we've been here going to the Rock Church since they opened in 2005. So roughly 16 years, 15 and a half, 16 years.
At that particular time, our kids were early adolescent, and we were attending church in the local area, but then learned of a potential new beginning. And so I think that's really what drew us to kind of investigate what was happening, and decided in the coming weeks after that it would be a good change for us. We've seen changes certainly in the population, in who attends, watching leadership grow and watching young people become committed to Christ and commit their lives to, growing His church has just been, I think, really, really amazing. The mission has stayed the same: loving people to Christ, wholehearted followers of Jesus. That hasn't changed, and God has been faithful. So All In, as I understand it, is 100% engagement. And so really examining that self-reflective piece about where am I right now in my faith, and where does God want me to go? And so thinking about All In, what that looks like for me may look very different for what it looks like for you.
Kirk talks about listening to that small, still voice. And, there's a lot to that. To learn to just listen. Take time to just listen. And listen to that still small voice. And whatever that still small voice tells you, do it. And if it means giving a little bit more of money or time, do it. Yeah.
And that is not to say that it's always been perfect, or that we've been really happy about some decisions that we made ourselves make, but knowing that obedience in the end is what's most important.
Thinking about it from a financial standpoint, to invest your money into the Rock. When we look at the expanding into these new communities, obviously, you can't do it for free. And the more we are able to expand, the more people we're going to be able to reach. And the more love that we can show to people in those other communities. In my career field, in the military, we have people that are in this community and beyond that travel every day to work, and that is something that's sorry. So that was my prayer, is that people that are co-workers of mine would be reached.
I think generosity can be defined in lots of different ways. But I think the idea of, if the Rock Church were to grow in generosity in a more global kind of way, if we are more generous with our love, if we are more generous with our patience, if we are more generous with our gratitude of recognizing other people and helping people grow in all the ways that they need to grow in order to totally experience who God has created them to be. If we can be more generous in all of those ways, our mission will be fulfilled.
We are the Sperrys, and we're all in.